Before you hire a virtual assistant to help grow your business, here are 10 things you need to look at. The first one is, what do you charge for yourself hourly? If you're worth $100 an hour, the first thing we're gonna hire out, we're gonna divide that by 4. So a quarter of that is $25. Anything that you can pay somebody $25 an hour or less, you're going to stop doing it. You're never gonna do it anymore. You're gonna hire it out to do it. The next thing you're gonna do is you're gonna write down every task that you're currently doing. And you're gonna identify what you can assign to that virtual assistant and what you need to hire. So we've got the dollar amount, the $25. If you're a $100 an hour employee, everything $25 and less. And then we're gonna write down what we do for a couple days. Every time you do a new task, how long it takes. And then the third thing is, and you're gonna have the expectations based on the hours it takes and everything you've done prior, that you're gonna be able to assign that to a virtual assistant to be done. So the easiest one that most people use is the DISC personality profile. So you have DISC. A D is a driven person, an I is a social person, kind of like a sales, an S is more steady, and a C is more detailed oriented, where every detail is done. So you want to make sure that you're matching the positions no matter what personality testing that you're using, but you want to make sure it matches, assign the VA appropriately. So what we do is when we first started, we had a company. The company would go and hire or bring in the resumes, would do a little bit of training with them, make sure their computer was strong enough, their workstations were good. If you have time to sort through 1,000 resumes, if you have time for 4, 5, 10 of them to start your training, and then of those, 1, maybe if you're lucky, 2 will make it through the training where you can actually have them work for you, then do it yourself. The next thing is you want to establish communication. So the communication, whether you want to use WhatsApp, Google Chat, and how you're going to communicate with them, you're going to set meetings just like you would set a meeting. So if it's every Tuesday, if it's every day, 10 to 10:15, go over what you want done. The communication needs to be clear, just like they were in-house. If they were working right beside you, you would talk to that person. You want to do the same with your virtual assistant. For training, you just want to make sure that you're videotaping everything that you're doing. So if that's what you do, is you have a Loom video, you have a Zoom video, you hit record, you share your screen, you do it so that they can have a reference point to go back. Because yes, you're going to train them on it. Tip number 8, you're hiring them. They have a skill set, let them do it. You probably don't want to micromanage, because then it's just not going to work, because they're not going to be happy, you're not going to be happy. So you bring them in, you let them do, and then you're going to review it, of course, but like you want to let them learn and grow with you, as opposed to trying to control every little thing and getting them. The next thing is we want to set an actual time, like when they're going to come in. Is it 9 a.m. Eastern to 6 p.m. Eastern? When they're going to take their break, just like you would do a regular person. Okay, are you going to take an hour break at lunch? So you're going to take your break from 1 p.m. Eastern to 2 p.m. Eastern. The final thing is constant feedback. Good or bad, you want to give them feedback on whatever the feedback is. You want to kind of have that constant flow of communication so that they understand that they are helping you and you're helping them. And we've gone over 10 tips to help you in terms of, 1, make your virtual assistant be productive, but 2, also help you grow. Write them all down, use some of them, use all of them. But these are ways to help that we've been using for years and years to help us all run all our companies virtually.